bet you thought I wasn't going to do my live today. Today is November 28th, and it is day number 3 of the putting myself out of my comfort zone. And just got off the phone with a good friend of mine, and I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I'm doing these Facebook Lives, and I'm trying to come up with content, and kind of addressed this a little bit yesterday about, am I making an impact? Is this resonating with anybody? Oh, well, I'm just going to continue to do this. And it's my promise to myself that I'm keeping. So if you don't want to listen, that's okay. I've got 362 more of these to go. So today what I wanted to talk about, though, when I was having this conversation with my girlfriend, is to be happy where you are now. And I know at one point I wasn't. And so let me give you a couple stories and see if any of this resonates with you. So I ever since I was a little girl, I thought I'm going to be a cheerleader. Like, that was it. Like, I had a cousin who was a cheerleader. She's beautiful and super athletic. And so 7th grade cheerleading tryouts came out, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. But you gotta know that I do not have a coordinated bone in my body. Like, nobody likes to see Keri dance, but I thought I could dance. You know that show, So You Think You Could Dance? I love that show. Anyway, so I went and I did all the routines, and I tried, like with all the girls, and I thought, man, this is going to be so amazing. I'm going to be a cheerleader, and I'm going to be with all these cool girls, and I get to have a bunch of friends and be super popular, and it's going to be awesome. So I get out there, and the panel of judges, I knew I had at least one judge on my side, and she was my home ec teacher, Mrs. Rutledge. She's awesome. I thought, okay, I know I've at least got her on my side. So I get in there, and I'm so pumped. I'm excited, like, woo! And if you can't tell, I get a little enthusiastic. I'm a pretty enthusiastic person. So get there, and I do my jumps, and then it's time to actually do the routine. My mind went blank. Nothing. So I winged it, and I faked the cheer, didn't remember it at all because of all these little faces of these judges were staring at me. And I thought, okay, I'm going to end this with the perfect split. And I did. I did the splits. And I haven't done them since because I hurt myself so bad. But I got up and I cheered my way out. I ran to the bathroom and I cried. I thought, this is it for me. I'm never going to be a cheerleader. I'm never going to be a part of the popular crowd. It's over. And I was devastated at that time. And gosh, I'm 40. So, 25 years have gone by now, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I am so grateful that I fell on my face. And if anything, I'm hoping that it just allowed me to continue to fall on my face. Because I feel like without failure, we can't move forward. We cannot grow and be the people that we want to be. And I know with my kids, they're 12 and they're twins and they're beautiful and I love them. But I want them to fall. I want them to fall so that they can get back up and be okay with that, and it makes them that much stronger as they're getting older because it allows them to be able to face anything that comes their way. And while my childhood was not the most perfect, I know I had parents that did the very best that they could. So that's one story with cheerleading. My next story is this like most embarrassing moments maybe. No, this isn't really embarrassing, but it's just part of my growth. So let's see, after college, I worked for some newspapers. I was in marketing departments, and then I worked for an ad agency, and then I worked for an orthodontist, and then I had my beautiful babies, and I stayed at home, and I worked from home, and then I managed to find a part-time job And I was like, I was scrubbing toilets. Yep, scrubbing the toilets. And some of them, I just wonder, like it was a 24-hour club, and I swear that somebody was in there just to annoy the heck out of me. I'd come in the morning, and I thought the person just completely missed the toilet intentionally on me so that I could just, oh, it was disgusting. But regardless, it's not beneath me. And I had to do what I had to do to make a living. And I was okay with that. And I'm still okay with the fact that I had to do that. After I worked at the gym, I took a couple other jobs. And then eventually I started kind of becoming apologetic for doing that, for moving from job to job. But I feel like that those careers, that experience helped propel me to where I needed to be, helped me, give me experience. And I met amazing people, beautiful people. And again, I embraced it at the time. And I think that that's what we need to do now. And if we're not happy with something in our lives, I think that there's two different things that we can do. One is it's all in our perception. So our beliefs, okay, may have been, oh, you've got to work hard all your life and it's going to be hard and nothing's going to be easy, and you just suck it up and just do the day in and day out things every day and be miserable. That's a belief that's instilled in a lot of us, and it's not easy, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And that can be, okay, I'm going to embrace where I am now because I know that this is going to take me to where I need it to. So whether it's doing something when you get home at night or, waking up earlier in the morning, whatever it is, just do that thing that's going to help you grow and be okay with what you're doing now. It doesn't have to be the same. And I think as we continue to get older, we're going to change. And it's a good thing that we change, especially if it's for the better and we're making an impact and we're doing good things. So, and then one other final thought, which maybe I should save this for another day, but just one thought. I, again, have always tended, for those of you that do know me, I tend to see the glass as always half full. And that there's always an opportunity in every experience, whether it's been really sucky and crappy or it's been amazing. Either way, there's always something that we can take from it. And we make a conscious decision whether we want to see and perceive things as positive or negative. And let me give you an example. Have you ever thought, man, I really want a red truck. I want a red truck so bad. And then everywhere you look, there's the red truck. Wait, there's a red truck. There's a red truck everywhere I look now. What is up with that? I've never noticed that before. And now I'm seeing them everywhere. And I feel like that's even with what we put out there and our energy. Like if we are saying, man, today was a horrible day. It just sucked. And this morning this happened. And then it rained. And then I didn't get a good parking spot. And then this person was mean to me. Well, then bad, negative, nasty things are probably going to continue to happen. If we decide to just work through it every day to look at the positive side and, oh, it rained today. It rained today. Well, that's fall for you. I mean, I'm in Indiana, so we're about ready to head into the winter wonderland of snow, which I'll embrace that too. And I wasn't always like that. It just takes practice. And the more we practice at thinking positively and being grateful for the things that we have, the more it returns itself to us in many different ways. So again, the moral of the story, friends, is be happy with where you are now. And I am so incredibly grateful for all of you. Have a good night.